This is Name for Children. I did my quarter for Kappa, and this is the first time on my channel. My name is Richard. I used to review cartoon series, anime series, also Big Computer Random, and today we got a review of a pilot called DieselDust. I know I said the name wrong. This is for original Teen 4-star show, and the pilot was interesting. Now, the reason I'm sort of hesitating because the pilot usually are not that good. They actually are amazing. And this pilot is the same category. It's okay. But I have to admit, this pilot does have potential, but I give that potential a little while at the very end. Now, the whole pilot, at least what the story trying to convey, is basically this group of 3 people who go to town and try to pick some supplies and get out because they're basically getting hunted down this other organization or the government because they did certain questionable things, but you don't know what it is. But only one thing is true: kittens. That's basically the main character and the main focus of the pilot because everybody wants kittens, but the question is, Kitten doesn't really know why. She has nothing really that special. She's just a normal sort of robot who have fighter experience. She could take out and tank and still keep moving on. But at the end, that's not her main purpose. That's what she thinks. In fact, she doesn't know anything why they left her in the middle of nowhere. Why she have very good combat force or anything like that. She's just chilling with her 2 new friends and moving on. Of course, she does know they want her, but she doesn't know why. She has no answers. But at the end, you don't know, she's more curious, she wants to know, or she doesn't want to know and just keep moving her life and create new experience. And that sort of makes her sort of interesting because who would leave her a middle of nowhere and why? And those 2 questions drive me enough to watch this series because this actually is interesting, especially Kittens, that she's sweet, almost sort of kind of waifu bait, but at the end it's just interesting, especially her fight skills that it actually grab your attention because the fighting is super well made. You also have his other 2 friends called Riley and Huxley. Riley is basically the big guy who has experience seeing things and sort of screw up, but he has very good chemistry with the other 2 characters. Also, you could say he has a little bit paranoid, overprotecting his own teammates, almost like a big brother to the group. Besides that, you have the other character called Huxley. Basically he is the take guy, wise ass, who really want to have fun, the comedian basically. But you know what, all 3 characters has great chemistry. You have to see them sort of bounce back and forth. They have something very interesting to watch every single episode because of their chemistry by itself. Also, sort of the mystery of the main character makes this show worth watching. Now, the bad thing about this pilot is sort of the animation. It's not the best, but of course, it's a pilot. It usually is sort of experimental. Yeah, I'm okay with the animation. To describe the animation, it's almost like early 2000s trying to figure out how to use CGI kind of feeling. It's almost sort of like reboot kind of style, but once more, it's not a bad thing. It's almost kind of delightful to see this sort of art style. But I do have to complain one minor thing or 2. One, I wish they changed a little, use a little bit more bright colors because you can barely see sometimes some little things here and there. And secondly, how the direction of the show, not the show, the pilot, is hard to understand in some places because the story is not built fluent enough. You understand who is who, what's going on, but there's some things that cut off and kind of let you kind of confused because something else comes and talks to them and you just like scratching your head. What's more, there's minor complaints, but besides that, the pilot is sort of worth watching to see what's gonna happen next because it does grab your attention to see how this war works and how this character fit in and why they chasing them. All that is sort of worth watching at all. Now, this is part of the 3rd show that Team Force spit out, and you know what? This one actually has a lot of potential. I really enjoyed. Hopefully, they do at least a few episodes to see what's this show gonna be complete. Well, I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.